100%. Honestly, what really helped me the most is I got how do I explain this? Okay, so if you are going through something, right? If you it doesn't matter whatever you're going through, but whatever you're going through, right? You gotta understand that you got to take it in and you gotta accept it. You gotta accept whatever happened because you can't change anything in the past. But moving forward, you gotta think to yourself, why did this happen? Right? You gotta think to yourself, why did this happen? These happen for a reason, right? The world plays a tricky game, and if you believe in God, God plays a game to you. He tries to tell you something, and don't get me wrong, everything happens for a reason. So he makes you, because I believe in God, he makes you see a clear vision of what you did. He digs a hole deeper for you to actually see what you were doing wrong. And the lessons, it turns out to lessons. So you gotta really, and that builds you into a man. That builds you into the character, right? Those lessons, whatever you went through, right? Those are lessons to you, right? So I say that take it in, accept it, and use that fuel that you have. Use that hopeless feeling or whatever you are feeling, and do better. Do better with that, right? That is a mature feeling. That is a mature feeling. Is knowing what you did, and you are not putting that fuel into negativity, but you're putting it into the things that you need to be doing. You know what I mean? You're putting it into the things that you need to be doing to elevate yourself. So I say, what really helped me was taking it in, right? Understanding, being like isolating myself in a way where it's like I'm separating from everything, from all the noise. I'm really clearing my head at the end of the day and getting closer to God. I'm walking by faith in everything that I do, right? I bring God to the table, but you really have to walk by faith if you are going to, you know, like do this at the same time, right? And all you gotta do, like I would say, is you gotta believe. You gotta believe in yourself and you gotta believe in God. It doesn't matter what your religion is, but you got to pray. Praying really helps. If you pray, right, you're gonna how do I say it? Once you pray, your answers will come for sure, right?
Ex-
So just pray
exactly.
and keep pushing forward at the same time, and stay close with your family, and you have that subconscious feeling in your gut too at the same time that you know what's right from wrong, right? So you gotta just pursue the things that is right instead of the devil talking to you.
Mhm. I like what you're saying there. I think people don't understand how important it is to self-reflect, to like go through a situation, if it's positive or negative, and look at why it had that certain outcome. And if it's something positive, try to repeat it. If it's something negative, try to avoid it in the future, right? Because people will make a mistake and make the mistake again over and over, and they can't seem to understand why it keeps happening. And it's because they don't
Exactly.
give their self some time to reflect and isolate themselves, because people might look at like isolation sometimes as a bad thing, but it depends how you use it. If you're using it like
Exactly.
you said because the world around you could be too noisy and you can't really find out what's happening in your life, that's exactly when you should isolate and you know practice some solitude and find the answers you're looking for. And like you're saying, when you're praying and you're asking God for help, usually, not usually, all the time he's going to answer, right? And you're going to find that solution.
Exactly. Well, that is facts, brother. That is facts, and no, definitely, 100%. You know, yeah, that's that's literally what it is. That's what it comes down to at the end of the day, right? Uh, definitely.